A woman accused of killing her daughter and stealing from Medicaid, businesses, and various charities was back in court today. A judge set the bond for Kelly Turner at $250,000. 9 News reporter Jennifer Meckles was in court for this hearing, joining us now on a case that, a lot of people are watching, Jenny.
Yeah, we're watching really closely. So a grand jury indicted Kelly Turner on 13 counts, including murder, child abuse, theft, fraud. Investigators say Turner fooled doctors and charities and community members for years into thinking that two of her daughters were sick. Her youngest daughter, Olivia Gant, was only 7 years old when she died in 2017. Court documents say Turner claimed Olivia was so sick, the humane thing to do is to stop her medical care and her nourishment. Olivia died a few weeks later. In 2018, her body was exhumed and a coroner ruled her cause of death undetermined. Court documents say investigators started looking into Turner when she falsely claimed her other daughter had been treated for cancer and was complaining of bone pain. When Turner was separated from that child, court documents say the child no longer had medical problems or complaints of pain. Turner sat quietly during her hearing in a Douglas County courtroom today. Also in court today was a woman who says she knew Turner and her family while they lived in Texas.
I think she's just mentally ill. You can't believe anything she said. Everything that she has said to us is nothing what's the truth we have found out since this has happened.
Prosecutors asked the judge to set Turner's bond at $4 million today, arguing that her family has requested the highest bond possible. And prosecutors also said in court that Turner had 2 convictions in Texas. We've reached out to the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. They confirmed one of those was for injuring a child back in 1998. The defense asked for a much lower bond, $10,000. Again, the judge settled, setting that bond at $250,000. Turner is scheduled to be back in court, Alex, on February 28th.
Okay, Jenny, thanks for the update. We'll be following it all along the way.